So if you look at the boxes here, each one of these is prefaced with a number. What I did is I sorted these by Microsoft's recommended adoption rank, meaning that if you had the Defender for Endpoint Plan 2 license, their guide for what to get configured first and have in place as quickly as possible for best practice matches this order. And if you'll notice the green boxes, which are the two that are part of Plan 1, those ones aren't the first or the second. So if you go the Plan 1 route, you are going with a diminished security approach where you're just not getting the most crucial and first ranked capabilities to get in place. So looking at this endpoint detection and response, the really key part here is the advanced hunting. That lets you do custom queries so that you can proactively look into your environment beyond what the Defender for Endpoint is already scanning for. That is built around custo query language, so KQL. If you're not familiar with that, that's totally fine. The guided mode would be for you. And then if you are, the advanced mode lets you get really granular with what you're looking to do. The second piece here is the threat and vulnerability management capability. This one is where the risk-based approach gets utilized the most. If you're interested at all in the Defender for Vulnerability Management add-on, it builds off of this capability and you have to have the Plan 2 license in place. So that's another reason to consider Plan 2. Then we have the next generation protection. That's going to be the antivirus and anti-malware. And then the attack surface reduction. So that's really kind of the first line of defense, and it is nice to see that in the Plan 1 capabilities, even if it isn't in the top 3 of ranked adoptions. It's super great for getting the endpoint opportunities down and more limited, and so that's really where you want to limit the opportunities to get into your environment rather than just responding to threats as they're already happening. This next one here is the auto investigation and remediation. This one is, I think, the one I'm the most excited about, even though it's 5th on the adoption rank. This one lets you, you don't even have to do it. Basically, if a threat rises, it will auto investigate and remediate, so that you don't have to lay eyes on it and that you don't need personnel responding to every single alert. Something that we've seen a lot with our customers is once they have something in place, they're just blown up with notifications and it becomes its own full-time job to pay attention to that one thing. And if you don't have the IT bench to do that, or if you don't have someone on your team who is in a position to review and assess those threats, making sure that you're getting only the most relevant threats is pretty important. And so that's a really neat feature here. And then this last one, again, it's not an adoption rank, but the Microsoft Threat Experts, that's Microsoft's basically managed services for endpoint security. And so anytime you need to work with an expert on something specialized, that's going to be available to you only through the Plan 2 license, not even through the Defender for Business.